This
decided to.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay, sure,
So
sure,
I
Darshan.
decided. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Ramya.
Hi, I'm Ramya. I'm a fresher, so would like to know about RPA and would like to enroll this course. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So you are a fresher basically, right?
Yeah, I did my computer science and engineering.
Okay, great, great. Sanket. Sanket, you there? Okay. Sanket, you are not audible actually. Sanket, I'm not sure. Have you connected to the mic properly? Okay. Not an issue, Sanket. Okay. But try to make it fix. Okay. So that if you have any questions, like we can have a talk. Okay. So thanks all again and for joining. So myself is Vaibhav. Okay. So I'm having around like 13 plus years of experience in different domain and different technologies, right? And coming back to the RPA, like I'm having like 5+ year of experience within our core RPA domain, and my expertise are basically like solution designing, bot development, and consulting. And coming back to the training part, so I'm taking the trainings from maybe since 2.5 years, and till now I have trained like more than 1,000+ people. And coming back to the emergent tech, like emergent tech have trained like more than 5,000+ people till now within a RPA. Okay, so this is about me. So let me share my screen. Okay, so what normally like we are doing, first we will discuss about the RPA. Okay, first discuss about your questions, right? Like what are the questions you have for the like this particular technology or particular like I can say regarding the UiPath sessions. So first you people can ask, and then I can go through some slides and I can show you the demo as well. Okay. So, do you want to ask any questions? Because I want to give more time for your questions, and then we can jump into the other side.
Sure.
Yeah, I have a question. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
Purva.
so, so before starting the session, I just wanted to know that is the UiPath, or let's talk about the RPA. Is it the functional field, or it is the techno-functional, or completely technical? Because as far as my knowledge is concerned, you need some knowledge from the business as well to get the RPA. But the
Uh,
person like me who is completely involved in the technical development, so
uh-huh.
will that be beneficial for me or not?
Okay. So, see, Apurva, okay, it's not the case. Whatever you have heard, or maybe like I'm not sure from where you got this information, that is totally wrong, first of all. Okay. So, right, in software development life cycle, we have all kind of roles basically, right? Starting from business analyst, right? Business analyst, then architect, then development, then it will go for testing, then it will go for support and maintenance, right? So in
Yes.
RPA also following the same life cycle. Okay, so here also you have all kind of roles basically. So you are from the core development background, so obviously you can go for the development. So for you, it's not necessary. You should have a knowledge for the from the domain side or from the process side. Only thing you should know what you have to automate. Simple.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks.
if you know that, because in development also it's the same, right? Basically. So
Yes.
irrespective of any domain or any process knowledge, you know, like if you want to develop this, obviously you will start the development on that if you are clear with the requirement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So the same thing
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
applicable in RP as well.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
next question. I think someone was asking. I'm not sure who was. Darshana or someone. Okay. So no question from anyone. There was only
Vaibhav, I have one question. So
Okay.
do we need to learn UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere? All the tools are, this tool is more than enough.
See, Ramya, all the tools are following the same concept basically. Okay, so if you know one tool, okay, for example, you are learning in UiPath. Okay, so if you are learning UiPath, okay, get into the UiPath, get a job first. Okay, so
Okay,
once you
okay.
get the job, if you got the experience at least 1 year or 2 years, okay, other tools
Mhm.
are just piece of cake for you. Okay, because
Mhm.
what is important, like your like technology is important. Okay, so tool it can be anything. Okay, you have to just use that tool and you have to do the automation. So tool is
Mhm.
not a constraint. Okay, so first
Mhm.
try to learn one tool. Okay, one tool which is good. Okay, and other tools like you can learn by your own. So it's not
Oh,
necessary like you have to again go for classes and again you have to do. It's not the case.
okay, got it. Thanks, Vaibhav.
Yes, but start with the UiPath because it's available free. Okay, but this is not a case with the Blue Prism and Automation Anywhere basically. Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah.
start with UiPath because it's free. It's having like good forum support. Forum is available. Lot of study material is available. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Okay,
and also like UiPath having the more capabilities as compared to the any other tool into the market. Okay,
okay.
so
Yeah.
there are such, and also it's easy to automate as compared to the any other tool. So that's
Mhm.
the reason it's getting more popular. Even if you search on the Google, so you will come to know like the UiPath is currently in the number one tool in the RPA world.
Okay, thanks, Vaibhav.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So next question. Okay, so maybe I'm assuming like you people don't have any more question, but if you have anything, maybe let me know. I will answer this. Okay, so first I will show you the demo. Okay, first I will show you the demo, then you will get a clear idea about how RPA is working. Okay, so RPA, okay, like on RPA, maybe we'll talk more about the UiPath. So it's called as a UiPath Studio. Okay, it's called as a UiPath Studio where we are going to do our development work. Okay, so it's called as a UiPath Studio. UiPath having three components basically: Studio, Robot, and Orchestrator. But first we'll discuss about the Studio. So here we have to do our development. Okay, so for example, I can show you. This is a website. Okay, so I'm taking the website. Okay, so this is a website. So what this website is doing basically, okay, it's showing the COVID-19 statewide status. Okay, so here it's showing the state name, total confirmed cases, cured migrated cases, death cases, and also it's showing this WhatsApp chatbot URL. Okay, so what is my problem statement? I want to capture this data. Okay, I want to capture this data. I want to add into the Excel file, and once it is done, it should send an email also to the respective user. So this is my problem statement. Okay, clear? Have you people clear with this problem statement? Any doubt?
No, Vaibhav.
Okay, fine. So can you just give a wild guess, like how much time it will take to development? Just a wild guess from anyone, like Apurva, Darshana, Ramya, Sanket. No
For
guess?
the manual base, you are asking?
No, no, no. I'm talking about like for if I want to do the automation. Okay. If I want
Okay.
to do the automation, how much time it will take?
I'm assuming without any tool, I mean without any RPA support, it will take couple of weeks.
Correct, correct. You are right, Apur, right? Without RPA
Hmm.
support, it will take couple of weeks. Okay. Even if you want to take all the things manually, it will eat up our time, right? It will eat up
Yes.
our lot of time basically. But
Mm-hmm.
if you want to use the RPA, okay, it will take only 5 minutes to do this automation. Only 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first what I will do, I will run and I will show you, and after that I will build and I will show you. Okay, so I'm closing everything and let me run this. Okay, okay, perfect. So I'm going to run this. Okay, so what it will do, it will open the browser, okay, with the respective URL, whatever the URL I have given, and after that it will start data capture from that website. Once that is done, what it will do, it will write into the Excel file, okay, and once everything is done, it will send an email also. The whole process will not take more than 20 seconds. Can you imagine? It will not take more than 20 seconds. I can show you the timing as well. So see, what is the timing? How much time it has taken?
20 seconds.
Seconds.
Only 20 seconds. Okay, it has taken only 20 seconds. Okay, to complete all the workflow. Okay, and at the same time, I got email as well. Okay, so I can show you my email as well. Whatever email I have received. Okay, see, I got this report, COVID-19 state-wise report, including this subject, body, and at the same time, if you see this Excel file, within the Excel file, you can see all the data which is available here. Can you see? State name, total confirmed cases, cured cases, death cases, and WhatsApp URL. Right?
Yes,
Can you
fine.
imagine? Right? So everything is available here. In addition to that, can you see this WhatsApp chatbot URL? It's not available here, basically. We can't see this URL, but the UiPath is very capable to extract such type of data as well. Okay. So
Yeah.
now I will show you how to build this. Very simple. Within 3 to 4 steps, I can say the 4 steps, we can build this complex automation. Okay, and as I said, this is a UiPath Studio. Here, on this left side, you can see the activities. Under the activities, all these are predefined functions are available here. What we have to do, we have to just go there. Okay, we have to just go there, and we have to use those functions, and we have to provide the input and output. That's it. Okay, that's it. By using this, we can able to create a automation. Okay, so I'm going to take this sequence. Okay, here I will start building the automation. So can anyone tell me what is the first step we have to do? What is the first step?
So getting the URL.
Yes, opening the browser and then entering the URL, right? Okay, so here if you go and search the function open browser, okay, I'm going to take this open browser here. Okay, I have taken the open browser. This is already predefined function. Here we no need to do anything. So can you see what it is asking? Insert URL here, text must be quoted. Means we have to give the URL and that must be in a double quoted. Okay, and also it has the facility to select the browser also. Which browser you want to select? For example, I want to select the Chrome. Okay, so I have selected the Chrome. That's it. Okay, what is the next thing? What is the next thing? We have to capture this data, right? Which is available on this website. Okay, where is the website? Okay, this one. Okay, this is a website. So what is my next step? I want to capture this data like state name, total confirmed cases, cured cases, migrated cases, death cases, and this WhatsApp URL. Okay, so how can we do this? I can show you. Here we have the function, or we have the facility like data scraping. Okay, if you click on this data scraping, it will show this wizard and it will say all the blah blah things like browser should be open, element should be visible, and all those things. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the next button. So as soon as I'm clicking on the next button, okay, what is the first thing I want to take? I want to take the state name. So I'm going to click on the state name. Okay, so I clicked on the statement. Then again it will ask select the second element. Why it is asking to select the second element? Because UiPath want to understand the pattern, in which pattern you want to gather the data. Okay, so I have selected the first state as Andaman and Nicobar. Then I'm going to click on the next, and I will show the next is Andhra Pradesh. So I'm going to click here. So as soon as I click here, okay, what I will do, it will give the data in a tabular format, okay, basically. Okay, then I'm going to click on the next button. So can you see it has captured the data, okay, in a tabular format, and also we have indicated only 2 states, but it is capable enough to take all the state which is available on the screen. Got it? So we are done with this data capture for the state name. The next one is total confirmed cases. So how can we capture the total confirmed cases? Here we can see the option extract correlated data. Okay, so I'm going to click on the extract correlated data. Here I'm going to highlight on this total confirmed cases. I have highlighted this. I'm going to click on the next. Then I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'm going to click on this total confirmed cases for the second element. Okay, for the second element. So I have clicked there. Okay, so here I'm going to give the column name as a total confirmed cases. Confirmed cases. Okay, so I'm going to click on the next button. Okay, so can you see again it has taken all the records, okay, which is available on the screen for the total confirmed cases. Similar way, we can take the data for like keyword migrated cases or the dead cases, but now we'll see how to capture this WhatsApp chatbot URL. Okay, because that is more interesting. So I'm going to click on extract correlated data, and then I'm going to click on this first link. Okay, so I have clicked on the first link. Now again it will ask to show the pattern. Then I'm going to click on the next button. I have clicked on the next button, and then I'm going to click on this URL again. Okay, so I clicked on the URL. So can you see here we have option available extract URL. So what it will do, it will extract the URL from that particular URL. Okay, so here I will mention WhatsApp chatbot URL. Okay, then I'm going to click on the next button. So I clicked on the next button. So can you see we have extracted the URL as well, which is not visible to us. Okay, then I'm going to click on finish. That's it. I just want to take this information. I clicked on finish. As soon as I clicked on the finish, I will get this wizard. What it is asking basically, like, is data spanning on the multiple pages? Because it might happen we can have the data on the next pages as well, right? We can get the data for the more number of pages, but here that is not a case. So I don't want to take the data from the next page. I'm going to click on the no button. So I clicked on the no. Okay, can you see? So what it did basically, it has created the flow, automated flow. Okay, within that, by using that flow, okay, it will extract the data from this particular application. At the same time, if you see here, it has created the variable also by its own. Even you no need to think about it. So it has created this variable also. So now we have opened the browser, we have extracted the data. What is the next step? What is the next step for us? So next step is to write into the Excel file, correct? To write into the Excel file. So if you want to write into the Excel file, here we have the write range. Okay, write range. So just drag and drop. So if you take this activity, what this activity or this function will do, it will write into the Excel file. Okay, so here you can see what we have to provide here, workbook path, means file path. So I'm going to give the path here, select the path. Okay, what will be the next thing? Sheet name. It might happen within your Excel file, you can have the multiple sheets, right? So from which sheet you want to take the data? I want to take the data from sheet 1. That's the reason I have given the sheet 1. Here I'm giving the range, means from where you want to start the writing. I want to start the writing from A1, but if you want to start from any cell, we can give the range here. Okay, what is left? We have to provide the data table here, means we have to provide the input here, which we have to write into the Excel file. Okay, so what is the input here? The output of this extract structure data, which is extract data table, that will be the input here, extract data. Okay, So now we are done with opening the browser. We are done with data capture. We are done with this writing into the Excel file. What is the next step? Will be the next step? We have to send an email to the user, right? So here you can see here we have the activity send SMTP mail message. So simple, we have to provide the to subject body. I think everyone is aware about what is meant by to, because everyone is familiar with the email. To means to whom you want to send the email. Subject means what will be the what should be the subject, and body means what is the body. And if you click on the attach file, by using this we can attach the file as well, which we want to send to the particular user, and then we can click on OK. And on the right hand side we have to provide the email ID and password, from which email and password you want to use to send the email. So that we have to provide here. And here can you see in the host we have to provide the port number and server name. Okay, so for in case of Gmail, it may be some 465, the port number, and server name is like smtp.gmail.com. That's it. So if you provide this parameter, it will send the email to the respective user from your Gmail account, or from your Yahoo account, or it might be from your Outlook account. Anything, whatever we are going to specify, it will use that account and it will send the email. Okay, so that's it. Can you see within the 4-step? Okay, within the 4-step we are able to build the complex automation. Okay, so that is the reason this tool is getting more powerful, okay, as compared to the any other tool into the industry. Okay, so you can see within 5 to 6 minutes, by explaining you people, I'm able to build this automation. Okay, so any question from anyone? No question? Apurv,
I have a
Darshana.
question, sir.
Yeah.
In some steps, we need coding, or we can achieve it by using these steps.
Yes. By using this step only we have to do this, right? So
We
if
don't need.
everything is available, sorry.
We don't need to be code anywhere.
No. We know we don't require to do the coding. We can do the coding also. Okay, I'm not denying like we will not able to do the coding. But if already things are available here, like why should do you will do the
Okay.
coding, right? And in case if you
Okay,
want to
sure.
write a code to get all the data, then I don't know like how much time it will take, and you will be able to do it or not.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Any other question? Okay, no question, so fine. So as I said, okay, like what is, okay, so we'll discuss little about the RPA. So what is RPA? Okay, so RPA is a robotic process automation. So what it will do, basically, instead of human, okay, our software robots will do the work. I think you people are already aware about the hardware robots, but here now we are going to develop a software robot basically. So it's called as a robotic process automation. Okay, then again, this is more important slide. Like few people are asking, like not few, maybe everyone is asking the question, who can learn the RPA? Okay, so people are saying like I don't have much programming knowledge. Can I learn the RPA with a very limited knowledge of coding? Definitely. Okay, definitely you can start your RPA journey without like very limited coding knowledge basically. Okay. So next question will be, I'm a fresher and want to start my career with the latest technology in market. Will I get the job as a RPA developer? Definitely, if you go into the market, currently there are a lot of jobs are available within the RPA and specific to the UI part. Okay. And third one is like I'm working on old technologies. RPA will help me to upskill as per the market requirement. Definitely, because currently RPA is a trending, okay, along with the AI ML. So that is the reason, if you are working on the old technology and if you want to shift your career into the RPA, definitely it will give the edge to you for your career. Next question is, does RPA offer better growth and package? Yes, definitely, because currently if you see, there are less people is available into the market, okay, as compared to the demand. So obviously you will get a better growth and package as compared to the any other legacy technology. Okay. Any questions so far from anyone? Okay. Okay, so as I said, like for UiPath, we have three components. First one is Studio, where we are doing our development robot. Okay, what robot is doing basically, like whatever the automation we have developed, okay, we have to execute it also, right? So what a robot will do, robot will help, like our script, whatever script we have built, it will help to execute that particular script. Okay, and third one is UiPath Orchestrator. So what is a UiPath Orchestrator basically? So it's a browser-based cloud application. It's like a control room. So the deployment management, robot provisioning, machine provisioning, right? So all the things will be taken care by using the UiPath Orchestrator. So all the like management activities basically we can do with the help of UiPath Orchestrator. So we have to learn all the things, right? Studio, robot, and Orchestrator. Without that, like UiPath will be incomplete, I can say. Okay. And then coming back to the RPA advantages. So what is the RPA advantage? First one is increase the productivity. As a human, right? We are taking the breaks like tea break, coffee break, or like we are going on vacation. It might happen we can be sick also, right? But this is not a case with the robot. Those robots will work 24/7, 365 days. Okay. So obviously it will give the more productivity as compared to the human. Second one is improved quality assurance. Okay, so what do you mean by improved quality assurance? Like, for example, if we are working on that particular task, right, on daily basis, so what will happen? It might happen we can do the mistakes, but this is not a case with the robot, so it will give the accurate result each and every time. Okay, so that is the reason it's giving the more accurate result as compared to the human. Third one is better management capability. So as I said, like the remote provisioning, scheduling, right, deployment management, robot management, everything we can do by using the orchestrator. And the last but not least is coding knowledge. So with very limited coding knowledge also, you will be able to start doing the automation, or you can start your RPA journey. So all these are the advantages of the RPA. Okay. So any question from anyone till now? No question. Okay. So coming back to the like next thing, maybe if you don't have question, so we are starting the batch actually. Okay. Like for the RPA training, that will be the weekday batch in the morning from like 8 to 9. Okay, so if you people are interested and if you want to join, so you can connect to the Rupali, so she will give you all the details. So that it will be around like 28 to 30 hours of training. So here will start from very basic things uh, to the like middle level, and after that we'll go to the advanced level like the RE framework, orchestrator, queue, robot provisioning, right? And in addition to that, we'll provide you the 200 plus question and answer, so that like if you're going for any interview, it will help you, like because whatever the questions we have prepared, that we have taken from the people those already had their interview, so definitely it will help you. In addition to that, we'll guide you for CV preparation, so we'll provide you the sample CV, and like we'll guide you like uh, how to create the your CV, which keywords you have to add into your CV so that it will get highlighted. And also we are creating like WhatsApp group as well, where we are posting the requirements on the daily basis, so that it will help you people to get the jobs easily. Okay, so these are the things from our side, and also it's like online mode basically. So you will get the recording also on the daily basis once we are done with the classes, and it will be with you forever. Okay, so that in case if you want to go back and see the recording very well, you can go and you can see the recording as well. Okay, and it's not like that we are meeting, like obviously we are meeting on the daily basis, so in addition to that we'll try to keep engaged. So once we are done with each and every day training, we'll provide you some live examples where you have to go and you have to do the automation. So basically we have like a lot of desktop application, we have a lot of web application, the real application. Basically it's not dummy, everything is real. Okay, so that we will provide you so that you will get a more hands-on, and we are creating the WhatsApp group. So in case if you have like any questions or something, very well you can post there. Okay, so I will reply to your queries. So this is from my side. So any question from you people? Anything from Apurva, Darshana, Ramya, Sanket?
Vaibhav, do you provide any real-time projects?
Yes, yes. See what I said, whatever we are going to do, everything will be real. Nothing is dummy. Okay. So even if you see now, whatever we did, this is a real site. This is not a dummy site. This is mygov.in. Okay, it's a government website. So whatever we are going to do, we are going to cover everything in the live. We don't have any dummy basically.
Okay.
Okay, so everything is live, and here like it's a 90% practical, only 10% is theoretical. Okay, so you have to do more and more practice. So like I will provide you the more assignments, so you have to complete all the assignments on time. So definitely it will give you the edge basically, because if you do more practice, okay, like it will looks very easy to you people.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like, do you like this is related to COVID data, right? If we need like banking or something.
Everything, see everything. So what is the capability of this tool, Ramya and everyone? Okay, we can automate anything. Okay, what is a rule base? Okay, or what is a sequential thing is there? We can automate anything. And good point you brought up. I forgot totally. So you will have the scope not only in IT. Okay, in all the industry, it might be the automobile industry, it might be the healthcare, it might be the manufacturing, automobile. Okay, BFSI domain, any domain you will get the opportunity if you go if you do the RP. So it's not restricted to the only IT industry. That is not the case.
Okay.
So all type of industry nowadays they are using the RP.
Okay, Vaibhav.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So any more questions? Okay, so in case if you have any questions, okay, maybe if you don't want to ask here, what I will do, I will provide you my cell number. So in case if you want to discuss anything, please call me on this number. Okay, so the second number is like my WhatsApp number, and okay, so first number is not available on the WhatsApp actually. So I have given my WhatsApp number as well. In case if you have any queries or questions, maybe you can call me as well at any time. It's not an issue. Okay, so like if you don't have any questions, can we wrap up? Or if you have any questions, Apo, Darshana, Ramya, Sanket.
No question from my end.
Okay, okay, fine. Darshana.
No, sir, no question. No question.
Okay, fine then. Not an issue. So still, if you need something, you can call me. And if you need anything from the admin point of view, you can connect to the Rupali. Okay. So can we
Thanks.
can we
Thanks a lot.
continue?
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Okay.
Vaibhav.
Thanks, Apur. Thanks, Darshana. Thanks, Ramya. Thanks, Sanket. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.